General Hospital GH. Spoilers suggest that in an effort to impress Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson may have made a grave mistake. He entered the Q mansion during the close of the Friday, January 17 episode, demanding access to Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork-Mako. And when Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, denied this, he had her arrested. What happens next? General Hospital spoilers. What was Drew Quartermain thinking? GA spoilers note that Drew has been a terrible influence on Willow as of late on so many levels. But probably one of the lowest forms he took was encouraging her to use Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, medical proxy as a bargaining chip to get custody of Wiley and Amelia again, after Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, took the kids from her. As Willow opened the door to Carly and Sonny Corinthos, Maury Bernard, to see their son again on Friday's show and help determine what to do next with his care, she seems to be taking steps to better the situation between her, Carson, and the Quartermains. So, by pulling this move on Tracy, has Drew made things worse? Ye spoilers. Tracy Quartermain's revenge. Heck hath no fury like Tracy Quartermain scorn, so after she clears up her arrest, could she decide to go for the jugular? Fans may recall that right after the holiday party that exposed Willow and Drew's one night on the Quartermain nursery floor, Michael handed over the footage to Tracy and Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth. While the two have yet to do anything with it, the fact that Drew was at the helm of getting Tracy arrested will undoubtedly change all this. A very married Willow doing the deed with her husband's uncle, who happens to be a governor now, won't only be a bad look as she enters a custody battle with the Quartermains for the children. It could very well shatter Drew's political career too. A scandal at the mansion. The Quartermain mansion was a house that thrived on secrets, alliances, and betrayals. Drew Quartermain had always thought himself above the chaos, a man of action and principle. But even the strongest pillars crack under the weight of ambition and bad decisions. He just made one that could send ripples through every corner of his life. Chapter 1. A Dangerous Ultimatum. Tracy, I'm not asking again. Drew's voice echoed through the grand foyer. He stood tall, his frame tense with determination. Tracy Quartermain, her icy demeanor unshaken, lounged on the couch with a glass of scotch in hand. Drew, darling, Tracy drawled, swirling her drink. You storm in here, shoving demands, as if you're still the little hero everyone admires. But let me remind you, you're not. You're just another Quartermain with dirty hands. I'm here for Wiley and Amelia, Drew snapped. Willow deserves time with her children, and I won't let you stand in the way. Tracy leaned back, her lips curling into a smirk. You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm protecting this family, something you seem incapable of doing. When Drew called the authorities, Tracy's smirk disappeared, replaced by an icy glare. Handcuffs clanked as the police escorted her out of the mansion. But as she was led away, Tracy's parting words sent a chill down Drew's spine. You'll regret this, Drew, she hissed. I guarantee it. Chapter 2. The Secrets We Keep. Tracy Quartermain didn't waste time. By the time she returned to the mansion, bailed out and furious, she had a plan. It wasn't just about vengeance. It was about sending a message. No one humiliated her, not even Drew Quartermain. In her private study, Tracy opened her laptop and navigated to a secure folder. There it was, the video. She hadn't watched it in weeks, but its existence had been a comforting weapon, waiting for the right moment. On the screen, the footage flickered to life. The Quartermain nursery, dimly lit in silence save for faint whispers. And there they were, Drew and Willow. The intimacy of their one-night lapse in judgment played out before Tracy's eyes. Well, well, Tracy murmured, sipping her scotch. What a pretty little scandal. Chapter 3. The fallout begins. The morning after Tracy's release, Port Charles was abuzz. Drew, unaware of Tracy's machinations, focused on damage control. Willow was his priority, ensuring she stayed calm as they navigated the custody battle. But that morning, Michael Corinthos burst into the Quartermain mansion, his face a storm cloud. "What did you do?" Michael demanded, slamming the door behind him. "What are you talking about?" Drew asked, confused. Michael tossed his phone onto the table. On the screen was a viral video, grainy but unmistakable. Drew and Willow, tangled in a compromising position in the Quartermain nursery. Drew's heart sank. Where did this come from? Where do you think? Michael snapped. Tracy. Chapter 4. A Family Divided. The fallout was immediate. Willow, mortified and heartbroken, refused to speak to Drew. Her marriage to Michael, already fragile, teetered on the edge of collapse. Michael was furious, not just at Drew, but at Willow for betraying him. "How could you do this to us?" Michael's voice cracked as he confronted Willow. "To me? To our family?" Willow's eyes filled with tears. It was one mistake, Michael, a moment of weakness. A moment that Tracy turned into a weapon. Michael shot back. "Do you have any idea how much damage this has done? To me, to Wiley and Amelia." Meanwhile, Tracy reveled in her triumph. "I told you, Drew," she said smugly when he confronted her. "You don't cross me and walk away unscathed." "This isn't just about me," Drew snapped. "You've hurt your family, Tracy. Do you even care?" Tracy's smirk faltered for a moment, but she recovered quickly. "Family is complicated, Drew. You should know that by now." Chapter 5. Picking up the pieces. In the days that followed, the Quartermains scrambled to repair their fractured relationships. Willow sought solace in her children, finding moments of peace in their innocent laughter. But even that was tainted by the scandal. Michael, torn between anger and love, struggled to forgive her. "I want to believe we can fix this," he admitted one evening. "But it's hard, Willow. Trust isn't something you just rebuild overnight." Drew, meanwhile, faced his own reckoning. His political career was in tatters, his reputation irreparably damaged. But what hurt the most was the loss of Willow's trust. "I thought I was helping you," he told her during a tense conversation. "I thought I was doing the right thing." "The right thing?" Willow's voice was cold. "You've made everything worse." Chapter 6. Tracy's Downfall. Despite her victory, Tracy couldn't escape the consequences of her actions. The rest of the family turned on her, disgusted by her willingness to exploit their private lives for revenge. "You've gone too far this time, Tracy," Monica Quartermain said, her voice heavy with disappointment. "This family may be dysfunctional, but there are lines we don't cross." Tracy, for all her bravado, felt the sting of their rejection, but she refused to admit defeat. "I did what I had to do," she insisted. Drew needed to be put in his place. "Is that what this is about?" Ned Quartermain asked. "Your ego? Your pride? You've hurt everyone, Tracy, including yourself." Chapter 7. A Fragile Peace. In time, the dust began to settle. Willow and Michael entered couples therapy, determined to salvage their marriage for the sake of their children. Drew, humbled by his mistakes, stepped back from politics and focused on rebuilding his life. Tracy, though ostracized by her family, found herself reflecting on her actions. For the first time in years, she felt a pang of regret, a small crack in her steely armor. The Quartermain mansion, as always, remained a hub of drama and intrigue. But amidst the chaos, there was hope. Broken relationships began to mend, and new beginnings emerged from the ashes of scandal. Epilogue. Lessons learned. The events surrounding the video served as a harsh reminder of the power of secrets and the damage they can cause when wielded recklessly. For the Quartermains, it was a lesson in forgiveness, resilience, and the importance of family. As for Tracy, she learned that even the sharpest weapons can cut the hand that wields them. And while she would never admit it aloud, a part of her wished she could undo the damage she had caused. But life in Port Charles was never simple, and the Quartermaines were nothing if not survivors. Together, they would face whatever came next, their bonds tested but unbroken.